Good morning, afternoon. It's Friday. We're back at it. Softr Live, baby. Here we go. It is my good friend Guillemets' birthday was yesterday. He's off today, so you just got me. Today we're going to be going over product and community updates, and then we're going to get into a build for an employee onboarding. I'm going to show you how to structure this, how to make some improvements, and then also how to add onboarding personalized emails to your new employees using Softr Workflows, interfaces, and databases. And then, of course, we're just answering questions along the way. If this is your first time doing a Softr Live, feel free to ask questions. I'll get to it when I can. Otherwise, let's jam. So this month in October, this past month in October, it was a busy month. We had a lot going on, and if you guys aren't following our newsletter, I encourage you to do that. Let's see, I'm going to add the link in our chat here. You should be able to follow it there. Each new update, monthly, weekly, the cadence is a little bit different, but we're sharing what's essentially new that I think is important for you should know. And so in this newsletter edition, we announced, of course, Softr Workflows, which you're aware of, database AI agents, which continue to be awesome, and then some new updates across the product here. So the first thing I want to show is text input validation. All right. So add built-in validation for fields to ensure data is always clean and accurate. So we get into our studio here. We could find a form if we have any kind of form. We don't yet, but we can go and add a form with our action button. And we can go in and let's see if we'll get to it this way. Add record. We can add a couple fields that we want. So name, and then we'll open our name field. And now we have this validation option. Now the validation allows us to figure out, hey, a name needs to be at least, like 5 characters kind of thing. And then, we don't want any more characters than, 50, something like that, right? So now with validation, we can control the value of the inputs a lot better, which helps us keep our data clean. And also here, you can add an error message here. So validation is now available a lot of our modals and forms and is a really nice update. So if you haven't seen that, it's live now. Another thing that we got is dynamic data and static text. This one, I like this one a lot. So if you see up here in the banner, we have logged in user, right? This is what Softr has been using for a while to add variable text within the application. And it's a little clunky. So we made that a lot easier. So we can go into our block here, a list block, go to content and add title and subtitle. And now all of a sudden you'll see this variable right here. And so it could be like, I could just remove that and say logged in user's name tasks. Oh, right. And so now we make it so much easier to find that built-in data and to show it to the user. So again, let's look at the variables we have access to. So we have access to current time, all of the logged in users fields. These fields are located on the user table. All right. So the logged in user, you can get access to all those things. And then anything from the URL parameter. So if we wanted to include a value in the parameter, in this sense, let's see, maybe something like, let me show you how to use this quick. So we get in here, we're going to authenticate as one of our users. All right, now we're here. And so whenever we're working with URL parameters, we have the question mark, which is always the first parameter. And then after that, we do an ampersand, and then we can set whatever key we want to use. So for this example, let's just say location equals Rochester. Okay. So that means that our key right here is going to be location and the value is Rochester. All right. Now we can go back over here and say something like located in, and then we'll go back to our URL parameter and the key will be location. Right? There we go. And now when we go over here, we should see Rochester being added in. It's not yet. We lost it in there, but what we could do is we lost the parameter. So let's see if I can add it again. Location equals Rochester. see if that will come through this time. There it is, location in Rochester. So we're able to take the value of the URL parameter up here and embed it into the page in our titles and subtitles, etc. Right? So that's really helpful to have across the product. And I'm super excited to have it because it makes things a lot easier. Hey, Lewis, thanks for your question. Let's see. Being able to edit properties directly inside a record without opening a model. Oh, I gotcha. So, okay. So what I think you're talking about is our inline editing feature. All right. And right now this is available on our table block. Let's see. Do I have any tables here? I don't have a table there, but I can create one. I'll show you how easy this is. So we have onboarding resources. So I can go in here and I can go in and find a table block, right? And so this table that it was referencing is our onboarding resources. So we're going to set it up the same way, okay? We can go over here and go onboarding resources. And then we're going to go in and it auto maps as best as it can automatically. And then we could just confirm some of these options here. Maybe we could do relevant tasks, and then we'll just do text, relevant tasks. Actually, we'll do a tag here, and then we'll get rid of these ones, okay? So now we have this table set up, and we can go into the table, and we can click on the resource or the field that we want to change, and allow editing. This will allow you to edit without having to open a model like you're saying right now. All right. So we have this, and then we could choose what is the input type. We have that. Now we can go through and enable it for a couple others. All right, we'll keep that. And now when we preview this, actually we'll preview from this page. So now when we go in here, we could just go in here and say update, and then it will be updated. And then same thing for description. We can go in there and do it as well. New description. Boom. And there we go. So this is called inline editing. And it is specifically important for those that like want a better user experience in that way, right? But it's only available on some data sources and some blocks right now. So inline editing is coming to all of our data sources soon, but at the moment it's not available on Airtable. That should be updated in the next week or two. And then also it's only available on the table block. All right, looks like you have another question here. Let's see. It's great, but I'm talking about when you're on a record page. So being able to bind a button inside a record page to a URL from a record property. So I'm not quite following you on that one. Let me know. Let me know if you have a clarification there. Otherwise, we got that. You see how easy it was to set up that table. That's really cool. Really helpful there. I could just hide that table, bring it down below, and that'd be easy. So we have that. So this is our onboarding template. We're going to come back to this in a bit because I want to show you how once a new user gets up and running, we can have automated emails that are personalized sent to each of those users. So I'm going to show you how to build that in a second. But first, I just want to finish with our what's new. Oops, lost it here. Let's see, come back. All right, there we go. Next up is Softr Databases. We've added the last updated at and given it a lot of power. So in our database here, we can add a last updated field, right? And then we could say last updated, and then we could say what field we want this to reference. So for example, we only want to show that this is last updated whenever there's a new document, okay? And now this is really important because maybe you have automations that you want to trigger based on this field, and this allows you to be very specific about which field is actually triggering those automations in Softr Workflows, which is really helpful. So again, last updated, and we can watch specific fields, and we could choose the specific field that we want. So that's a really helpful update that I love. Next up, we added row height. So we can go into our database and adjust how this looks now, just to give you some more added flexibility there. We have database agents, which I think you already know about. And with the database agents, we can go in and add that agent. We could toggle on web search right here. Now, for those that don't know, are generally AI agents, LLMs, they are trained on a set of data, right? And so some of that data isn't always updated. So when the LLMs give you a response, maybe it's not the latest of what happened yesterday. That's where web search comes in. Web search allows you to search the web for the latest information to combine that with what LLMs know, and it's really powerful. So when you're working with your agents in Softr Databases, you can choose the prompt that you want, you could choose the model that you want, and then you can also choose if you need it to web search or not. Really cool. Just reading your comment here, Louis. Let's see if I can understand you. Can you open a record page and edit a property directly inside this record without the need of opening an edit modal or form table? It's a must-have. Basically, for each property you show on a record detail page, being able to choose if it's read-only or editable. I mean, we're on if we're looking at this, I'm thinking out loud with you here. If we would be on a detail page, right? And so we have a team member detail page here, right? And so this is a specific page that we navigate to. And then you just want to be able to edit a property directly inside this record without the need of opening an edit modal or from a table. Okay, so you're essentially saying an inline editing for details block. Gotcha. This is something that we're working on, and it's hopefully coming in the next month or two, if not sooner. But yeah, being able to inline editing directly within our detail block is something that we're working on. And that will be a nice experience for sure. All right, what else do we have new? Import CSV. So before, you could only import CSV to a new table, but now you can import CSV to a existing table as well. And we've just generally increased the copy and paste capabilities with Softr Databases. So that should be a nice improvement. That kind of sums up our what's new. We had Softr Build Week a couple weeks ago. We had 400 builders participate in this. It was super fun, and we have not yet announced the winners, but we will be doing that next week. We had some really awesome apps created, and it was really exciting to see what people built within 1 week. Some of those learning Softr for the first time. Really love to see that. We also had some other cool events happen this past month. We have a tutorial showing how to build an AI-powered outreach tool with Clay and Softr. We had our Softr partner, Harold, work with Rupert from Docs Automator to show you how you can use Softr Workflows to create really official PDFs for your Softr database data in your database. And then we did some more Softr Database AI agent stuff with 9X. All right, so we're in our employee detail app here, all right? And this is actually a template that we have. And I haven't modified anything yet other than what I used to show you in this example here, right? And I'm just gonna turn this off for now. But the goal of this template is I have a company, and whenever a member joins our company, there's a certain checklist that we need them to work through to get onboarded, right? And the way that we've structured this is we have tasks and resources. So when I log in, and let's say, I'm logging in as James. Oops, there we go. So now this is James, I'm James, and I'm saying, okay, now I need to go through and introduce myself to the team. I can mark this as done and move on to the next. All right, now I need to work on my I-9 form, etc. Right? So there's a couple ways you could format this block to begin with. Right now, this is a list block, but we can also format it as a Kanban block. If we wanted to make that adjustment, we can go in here, we can add Kanban, right? And then we could have it so that way you could drag and drop these tasks from your to-do. And so here we go, onboarding, let's see, task templates, here we go. And now we're going to group by status. This way we can see what's in to-do, progress done, etc. We can remove this, and then we could set our, which this looks pretty good right now, but we can adjust it a little bit. So the name, when, and then notes. Let's see, anything else that we want to do here? Maybe, no, I like the notes there. Let's see, notes. All right, that's good for now. And then we'll just remove this, add record. And let's just see how this looks. As you can see, it's super easy to add this new block, to adjust our layout, see how it looks. So now if I wanted to do this, I could say, hey, I finished that, and now that's done. So that's a really easy way to have this work for a better user experience. Again, that was the list block that I saw here, and we're just able to use the same data to modify that. And I can see my tags here, etc. Right? All right, cool. So I have this, I have my tasks, and I have my resources. Now what I want to do is I want to first look at my database. I can see that I have my different database tables here. My members, essentially these are all my team members, my employees. And we could add a field here of status, and we'll do that like a single select, and it's just status, and we could say onboarding complete. We could say onboarding, we could just say in progress. We could just say complete, and then we could say not yet started. And then if you didn't know, you can go in and click on these little colors here and change the colors. So in progress, maybe we'll make it like a yellow, and then not yet started like a red. And then of course you can also move that around this way here. So we go onboarding status. Now we can see who has completed their status or not, right? And then you can also drag and drop this, and it's the databases is getting really, really good to play around with. So we have our team members here. We have our different tasks that we want each team member to complete when they get started, and then related resources. So now let's go into Softr Workflows, and we're going to create a new automation here. And the automation is going to be essentially when a new user joins. So let's see, record added could work. Softr apps user added, when a new user is added. Okay, so this means whenever we have a new user that is created or added to this application, this will trigger. We're going to test this trigger. We have Ethan as an example. Is Ethan up here? It's not up there. Let's see. We could use this this trigger. Employee onboarding demo. Is that the same one? Employee. Oh, it's a little bit. It's a different base. Employee onboarding portal. Let's switch my base. That's what I'm doing wrong. Employee onboarding portal. So many bases. Where are you? Let's update this. Right, and then let's just try and find our latest base here. Not there. All right, let's do this. Let's switch our trigger. So I'm going to replace this, and I'm going to do Softr Databases when a record is added. All right, and there that is right there. All right, and then from there, oh, it was pulling the app. It was pulling the app, not the database. That's what it was. Now we're going to do the same. It's the same thing here. And the cool thing about Softr Workflows is there's a lot of different ways to do the same thing. As you can see, these triggers that I had both work the same way. So record added, we're going to add, we're going to test that. Now we have Lorna. We know that this is true now. We have Laura right there. That's great. All right. So now what we want to do is when it's added, we want to do a series of things. Okay. So the first thing that we want to do is welcome her in a personalized way. Okay. So we're going to write, and we're going to do something along the lines of create a welcome email for our new employee to welcome them to the company and to let them know that we're excited to get them started. Employee name is variable, and then we're going to pull in her name. All right, there we go. So employee name is great. So now what we could do is we could take this, and actually I want to send a little bit more information about what else do we got here. Yeah, I want to say the start date. Give AI a little bit more information to work with here so we can really make this personalized and helpful in that sense. Okay. We'll do title. Okay, and then do we have company info here? We don't have company info, like the company name, which it would be nice to have that. And so let's see, if I go to my database here, we don't have any kind of company name. That's it, because it's all the same company name. So we can just assign our company name in a static way. Company name is JJ's Company. Okay, now let's test this out and see what result we get back here with AI. Welcome to JJ's Company. So we have a subject and a body coming through here. Now we actually just want the body to be returned. We don't really want to parse this result out, right? So let's be a bit more specific with how we're prompting this. Return the body of the email only. And then output format should be, let's see, plain text. For line breaks, use, it depends on what kind of email format. I think Gmail, you have to use the line breaks in a different way. So let's see how we get with this. Let's test it again. Okay, we still have the subject coming through, but the line breaks are working and the body's there. All right, let's do create a welcome create the body of a welcome email, and then we'll say specifically do not include a subject line, just the email body. And we'll try this again. Continue, test it. Okay, cool. There it is. So we got this. Now what we could do is the next action could be email. So we can use Gmail for this, or we could do send email from this, right? If we want to go with send email, this is Softr's going to send this, and I could pick a email address that it's associated with. So in this sense, the recipient will be from the record. We have our email here, right there. And then welcome to our company. Let's get started. So that's the subject line. And then for the body, I can pull in the latest step right here, right? And then from there, I could just do a mock test because I don't actually want to send this off right now. All right, that looks like it would have been good. Now let's do it. So we're going to wait a couple days and then send them another email, almost like an onboarding sequence here, okay? So the action that we're going to use is called wait. And for this, we are going to wait 3 days, okay? And then from there, we're going to do a new AI step. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to bring this down here and then go back in here and just use it as like a head start for me. I can make this a little larger and say, now I want to say something along the lines of, we want to send a new email to our recently onboarded employee, asking them how things are going and touching base with them to make sure that they feel a warm welcome from our team. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're doing more of a personalized email that's coming from me in an automated way, just checking in, how is their onboarding going? And again, this is making it really easy for us to do that. So we're going to send them a new email. Here's the name. There's a start date. There's a title. There's a company name, and then return the body, etc. And then we're going to test this out. Hey, I wanted to reach out and check in with you as you settle into your new role here at JJ's company. Your first few weeks are such an important time. I want to make sure you're doing well and feel welcome by the team. How are things? I'd love to hear it, etc. Boom. Now we'll do the same thing again. Send email. Pick the email that we want this to come from. Note you could choose different emails if you want. So this could come from like the CEO. This could come from someone else, right? And again, it's going off to our trigger email that we collected for this new user being added. And then we'll say, how are things going? And then again, we're going to reference the step 5 now, the result of step 5. Okay. So now we have all of this. Now I want to do a couple things. I want to do one thing here, and I want to talk about how we could structure this from a workflow standpoint. All right, and we're just going to test this out, get this all clear. So what happens when they complete their onboarding? All right, let's send one more email of, hey, congrats on completing the onboarding. We could structure this in a couple of different ways. We could add another wait step here, and we could say, hey, wait 10 days. And then we'll add a condition, like a filter here, right here. And then we'll say, if their, onboarding status is complete, then we'll proceed and send them another email. Okay, so that could totally work. So this way, when we add a new user, we write them a personalized email almost right away. Actually, let's go in there and we'll wait 30 minutes, okay? Because doing it automatically would be really quick. So we'll make this feel a little bit more personal, and we'll just wait 30 minutes. Then we'll send them an email to welcome them for the first time. And can I do this? I'm going to say send welcome email. Update that. And then right here, this is going to be send follow-up email. And then this would be send onboarding complete email. Now, this option is not the best option because you got to wait 10 days. What if they finish the onboarding before 10 days, right? It's not as realistic. It's not as real time. So I actually wouldn't structure this way. So what I would do is I'd go in and I would remove these steps. All right, remove these steps, delete. All right, and I'd say employee onboarding welcome email sequence. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, so now I have this all duplicated, and I'm going to delete some of this stuff, but it's going to give me a head start here. Okay, now for the record added, let's switch this out. Let's go and say Softr Databases when record meets condition. Now, what is that condition going to be? Well, it's going to be when onboarding status is complete. Then this is going to wait 30 minutes, and then we're going to trigger it. Okay, so now this, we're going to update this and emails welcome. This is going to be boring complete email. All right, cool. So record meets condition when onboarding status is complete. We're going to wait 30 minutes, and then let's send them a new message here. So since we deleted or duplicated this, we need to remap these fields. Okay, and let's see, are they going to come through here? Record meets condition. No, we got to actually go through this, test it to get the data to come through for what we need. Test it, get the data to come through. Now we'll go back to right here, and employee name is right here. Employee name, record meets condition, and the name will be, in this case, Charles. And their start dates. Their start date is boom, and their Why is that doing that? Their title is CEO. Here we go. All right. And now for this, we're going to say, let's send them a personalized email, congratulate them on officially completing the onboarding for the company, and generally just making yourself open and available for any ongoing help or need that they might be, to have them reach out to me. Personalized body. What's going on? Body. That's weird. Of email. All right, there we go. That came through. That's going good. Now let's test this out. Dear Charles, congratulations on officially completing your onboarding with JJ's company. We're thrilled to have you on board as CEO. Okay, that works. We'll take it. So again, we'll pick who we're going to send it from. We got to remap these fields to our email fields from above, and remap this. That might have worked, but we'll just take that. And then congrats on completing your onboarding. We'll add an emoji. Congrats. Boom. All right, cool. So now that's pretty much good. We'd be good to go on this. We could turn this on, and we have just created in the last 15 minutes a personalized onboarding sequence that uses AI to reference who the employee is, their title, and to send personalized emails on a schedule that you figure out, all within Softr. And in 15 minutes, a personalized way using AI. This could save you a lot of time, right? And so this is just a really simple example of how you can use Softr in a full stack way to build a tool for something that your company needs. In this case, it's onboarding new employees. It's a very simple thing. You don't need to go out and spend thousands of dollars. You can build it in an afternoon, but it's then a fully branded experience for your company. And then you can add really nice personalized touches along the way using AI and Softr Workflows to really get in there and add value. And then, of course, you could save all that data in Softr Databases, see all the updated statuses, and just get a health for your onboarding pipeline, see how that's going. You could also see, for example, you could create a formula of, hey, the start date, and then when they actually completed onboarding and how many days that is. And then maybe see if you can increase that rate, to get your employees onboarded faster. So a lot of cool options there. Before we wrap this up, I do want to mess around a little bit with our vibe coding block that isn't live yet, but it will be coming live soon. And I want to do another experiment with you all today. So I want to take this variable here, and I want to have the onboarding block build it and include that variable. And I want to see if it works. I don't know if it does. I want to see if it works though. So we're going to go add block, static, artificial intelligence, vibe coding block. Okay. We're going to say, we are building an employee onboarding application. I want you to build a hero for an onboarding dashboard page that includes a background image of a awesome looking office and text within the hero saying, welcome to the team, and keep this short. Let's see back and say text saying, welcome to the team. And then we'll add that in there and text saying, welcome to the team. Okay. Okay, let's see how this does this. All right, go off and build this. I think this block should be available in a couple weeks. Right now it's a employee and alpha test, and it's right now static, meaning you can't use dynamic data with that, but we are working on making it possible with dynamic data as well. All right, so that's cool. It's a little tall though. This is too tall. Can you make it half the height? Let's see what we could do there. And then I want to preview it and see if this renders. Again, I don't know. This is an experiment for me. Hey, Fonte, welcome in. Thanks for chiming in. Look at that. Perfect. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to hide that block and we're going to preview this. And let's see if it renders this. Welcome user. It doesn't. Not yet, at least. It will in the future. We'll get that for sure. All right. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. That is it. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. All right. So now what we can do for this, we just go back to this and say, let's adjust the description. Let's remove the text from the image. We can just remove it all together. Let's see how that goes. Cool. I wonder if it's going to keep the image or give us a new image here. Keep the image. Very nice. Cool. All right. So now we have a nice, beautiful banner at the top of our screen. There we go. And again, we could change everything here. This is something that we made easy. We can go to different pages here, and we can do a lot of things here to add some more character to the page. Let's see, what else could I do? I'll do one more experiment with you while I have you live here. Let's go. So we did this block. That's fine. That works out well. Let's go. We don't really have a home page for this. So why don't we create a new page, and then we'll just say this is going to be like a landing page. So we have like a public facing page, right? And we'll just try to get a little crazy here with the vibe coding block. And we'll say our company name is Lee Inventory. And we have an onboarding portal for our team to get started at Lee Inventory. Make a landing page that welcomes our employees and let them know that they can sign up to create an account to get started and onboarded as a member of our team here. Keep it warm, friendly, and modern office vibes. Let's see what we got for Lee Inventory now. We're going to have it try to create a full landing page, just having fun here, experimenting, seeing what the AI can build for us. It's amazing what you could do with Softr now as a full stack builder. Apps, workflows, databases all come together. AI fusing it all, powering it all. Really fun stuff. Again, this block should be available in a couple of weeks, and I'm excited to see what you guys all will build with it. Here we go. Lee Inventory. Awesome. So we only got a hero here. I think that could be good. We have this style of a nav. We could switch this to a top, and then we'll preview this. That took our instructions pretty well, and that's pretty easy to get going. And there we go. So now you see it followed all of our themes and colors. Real nice. And then we can get in there to my task to get started. And we have this Kanban board to make it really easy for each employee. And if you haven't seen this, I see we have a new user here. This just makes it really easy to log in as different users to see what that experience looks like for that user. So if I log in as Kelly here, I'm now logged in as Kelly, and all of her tasks are a little bit different than what they will be before. So again, Softr just makes this really easy to build the apps that you need for your business without expensive developers, etc. And you can just build a lot of apps. There's no limit to, I guess, the amount of apps that you could build. This is specifically for an onboarding portal for your team members, where you could build a hiring portal, you could build a content management system, you could build a ton of different apps. And now, because of how easy we make it, anyone on your team can get in there and build as well. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks again for tuning in to Softr Live. This will be going live on our YouTube channel. And then we're trying to do this every Friday morning. If you have any suggestions for what we should cover next, let us know. Otherwise, I hope this was really valuable for you. And thanks for tuning in to Softr Live. Have a good weekend.